1. Introduction. My name is Neela. I am 28 years old now. This is my story. It is a story about love that was very strong at first. It is also a story about pain, about feeling very sad and lost. But most importantly, it is a story about how I learned to become a strong person on my own. I met my husband, Vaughn, 5 years ago. He was a very handsome man. He had dark hair and kind brown eyes that always seemed to smile. He was smart, and he always knew how to make me laugh. He had a good sense of humor. We met at a quiet cafe in the city one afternoon. I was sitting alone at a table, reading a book that I liked very much. He saw me and came over to my table. He asked me about the book I was reading. We started talking, and we found it very easy to talk to each other. We could not stop talking. We talked for many hours that first day until the cafe closed. I felt something special with him right away. I liked him more than I had liked anyone before. I fell in love with Vaughn very fast. It felt like a dream, a beautiful, perfect dream. Everything was easy and happy when I was with him. He told me that he felt the same way about me. He said he loved me too, very much. It was a wonderful time for both of us. Every day felt happy and full of love and excitement. My father had a big business, a company that was very successful and well known. Vaughn worked in my father's company. He was a very good worker. He worked hard and did his job very well. All the people who worked with him liked him. He was popular and respected at work. My father also liked Vaughn very much. My father thought Vaughn was a promising young man with a good future in the company. Our love grew quickly. We spent all our free time together. We knew after only a few months that we wanted to share our lives forever. Soon, Vaughn asked me a very important question. He asked me to marry him. I was so happy that I said yes right away, without thinking. I wanted to be his wife more than anything in the world. Our wedding was a very big and beautiful event. We invited many people to celebrate with us. All our friends and our families came. The place where we had the wedding was decorated with many beautiful flowers. There was music, food, and dancing. I wore a long, white wedding dress, and I felt like a princess from a fairy tale. Vaughn looked so happy and proud. We stood together in front of everyone and made promises to each other. We promised to love and take care of each other always, in good times and bad times. On that day, I felt like the happiest woman in the world. I truly believed that our life together would be full of happiness forever. I thought our love was strong enough for anything. This was the beautiful beginning of our life as husband and wife, a start that felt perfect in every way. 2. Our new family. After we were married, we wanted to start a family. Soon I was pregnant. We were very happy about this. We had a son first. We gave him the name Leo. He was a beautiful baby. 2 years later, we had another baby. This time it was a girl. We named her Mia. She was sweet and small. I loved my children very, very much. They were the most important things in my life. My father was getting older now. He worked for many years. He decided it was time to stop working. He wanted to retire. He needed someone new to be the boss of the company. He chose Vaughn. Vaughn became the new CEO. This was a very important job. Vaughn had to work very hard. He was busy all the time. We talked about what I should do. We decided that I should stay at home. I would take care of Leo and Mia. This was a good plan for us. I was happy to do this. I loved being with my children every day. I loved watching them grow. My home became my work. I made our house a warm place for our family. I cooked food for us. I played games with Leo and Mia. We read books together. Our home was full of happiness and laughter. I felt good about my life. I thought Vaughn was happy too. We were a family now, a real family. Everything felt right. But after Vaughn became the CEO, things slowly started to change between us. It was not fast, just little by little, day after day. 3. The first sad words. Vaughn was the CEO now. He was very important. He worked many hours. He talked a lot about his work, but he didn't talk with me anymore. He talked to me. It was like he didn't hear my voice. I wanted to help him. I had ideas sometimes about things. If I tried to talk about his work or give an idea, he didn't listen. He stopped seeing me as his partner. He would say things that hurt. "What do you know about business, Neela?" he would ask. It was not a real question. It was like saying I knew nothing. Then he would add, "You just stay at home with the children all day." These words were not kind. They made me feel sad. I was a smart person. Before I stayed home to care for Leo and Mia, I worked. I had different ideas then. I read books. I talked to many people. But he did not see me like that now. He only saw me as someone who stayed home in the house. He also started to say things about me to other people. It was not nice. If his friends came to our house for dinner or drinks, he would talk about my life in a strange way. He would say, "Neela just looks after the house all day." Then he would often laugh and say, "It's an easy life for her, isn't it?" It was not easy at all. Taking care of 2 small children, Leo and Mia, was a lot of work. It was hard work every day, from early morning until late night. There was always something to do. But I loved being with my children. I loved making our house clean and warm and happy for our family. This work was important to me. It felt important. But Vaughn made me feel like it was not important. He made me feel very small. He made me feel like I was not a smart person anymore. He made me feel like I did not do anything important with my time. I still loved Vaughn very much, but I was sad often now. The way he spoke to me and about me changed things between us. It was the start of sad times. His words were like small stones thrown at me. Each stone hurt a little bit. Together, they made me feel very bad inside. I wished he could see me, the real me. I wished he could see how hard I worked and how much I cared. But he didn't. He just saw the person at home. This made my heart feel heavy all the time. I tried to talk to him about it sometimes. I would say, "Please don't talk about me like that." But he didn't understand. He just said I was tired or thinking too much about small things. But it was real. His words made me feel less and less important every day. It was a lonely feeling. 4. A bad dinner party. One evening, we were invited to a formal dinner party. It was a very important event at the large house of one of Vaughn's rich business friends. Many successful and important people were there. Everyone was dressed in elegant clothes. I chose to wear a beautiful blue dress that I liked very much. When we arrived, I felt quite happy and comfortable. We were seated at a long dinner table with many other guests. The conversation was about different topics, like business and news. Then, one person at the table asked me a question. They asked about a new art gallery that had opened in the city. I was interested in art, and I knew a little about this new gallery. I was ready to answer and share what I knew. But before I could say anything, Vaughn spoke. He made a sound like a laugh, but it was not friendly. It was a cold, sharp sound. He said loudly, for everyone at the table to hear, "Neela, what could she possibly know about art, or about anything happening in the city? She just stays at home all day. She spends her time playing with the children's toys and looking after the house." My face instantly felt very hot. I felt a terrible shame wash over me. All the people at the table looked at me or quickly looked away. Some of them had small smiles on their faces. I felt so small, so unimportant in front of everyone. His words were like a physical blow. They hurt me deeply inside. Tears came to my eyes very quickly. I tried hard to blink them away so no one would see. I quietly said, "Excuse me," and stood up from the table. I walked quickly away from the room and found a bathroom. Inside, I closed the door and let the tears fall. I cried softly, trying to make no noise. I looked at myself in the mirror. My beautiful blue dress